Hey, what's up? Hello, it's Katie Colson here. Welcome back to my channel. The first thing we're not going to do is talk about this eyeshadow because, listen, do you know sometimes when you're putting on your makeup and you open the eyeshadow palette and you see a color that you've never used and you're like, today is your day. But then when you get done with it, you look in the mirror and you're like, I regret every split-second decision I've ever made, but then now the eyeshadow's already on and you like don't want to wash your face and do it again. So you just lean in and you put on lipstick and you like go full tilt and you put on glitter. Yeah, so that's clearly the day we're having today. Okay, so what I'm gonna do today is something that I don't normally do. I don't really have a lot of these on this channel, but it's gonna be a book haul, and that's because I'm sure you all know if you've watched any of my videos, or especially if you're on my Patreon, I have been going through it, y'all. Like, oh my God. Let's not talk about it. I read House of Leaves. It freaking destroyed me mentally, physiologically, physically. Like, I just can't look at a book, okay? And then not only than that, but then I fell in love with Donna and Harvey on Suits, and now nothing is ever gonna freaking compare. So, do you know what I did? I went into a full materialistic era, okay? And I was like, what book is gonna make me happy? I don't know, so let's buy them all. And I just went out, and it was seriously, most of these purchases were all within 3 days. I'm serious. And most of them haven't gotten to me yet. When I tell you I'm waiting for I'm waiting for 50 books to come in the mail. I'm sorry, that's so terrible. I'm not trying to, listen, do as I say, not as I do. Like, I am not somebody who's like, oh my God, consumerism, capitalism, like, yes, like, oh my God, I love being broke. Like, no. And I do feel like I'm kind of frugal when it comes to like book buying. Like, I usually will have to listen to the audiobook first, or at least begin the audiobook or something, or like see a bunch of people's reviews before I'm gonna like spend money on buying the book most of the time. But in the last 2 weeks, no. There's actually quite a few of the books that are in this stack of things that I bought for myself that I did not end up liking. And if I had just done the simple research of reading the first chapter, I would have known that, but I didn't, okay? So what we're gonna do is this is actually gonna be in like 2 segments. So the boxes of books that I have yet to receive, it's supposed to come in a couple days, and those are the ones I'm so fucking excited about. Like, I'm so excited. So I'm going to have that on the end. So that'll be like the second half of this haul. But what I'm gonna do is this is basically any books that I have bought, which there's a lot, bought or received since like the week after my birthday, and my birthday was on the 14th of June. I'm not gonna tell you what these books are about because we would literally be here for a million years. Maybe the ones I'm super excited about. But anyway, let's jump into it. The first genre we're gonna talk about is manga. Now, this first series, I'm not sure when it was sent to me. I don't know if it was within the last 2 weeks. So Nicole, if it was before that, sorry, but I just read them and I'm obsessed. And that is Monster by Naoki Urasawa. And this is such a highly touted manga series, and it is for a good fucking reason. And hopefully in the second part of this video, you'll see that I bought the entirety of the series, and I'm hoping that will come in very soon. So this is just a segue into that. If you have not read the series, I don't care if you're not a manga fan. I don't care, like, if you're in the booktube community and you are not in like the manga verse, the graphic novels, comics, anything like that, you will like this because this is not fantasy, it's not sci-fi. It is a mystery thriller, and it is so freaking wild. This shit, 5 stars. It is so fucking good. It is worth your time. How many people ride motorcycles in my neighborhood? Because it seems to be like, do I live within a motorcycle gang? Because that's how it's coming off. The first genre we're gonna talk about is manga, because after the destruction of my brain of House of Leaves, manga was the only thing I wanted to read. So I went to quite a few different half-price books and was just looking for manga, seeing what was new, what was fun, what was touted, like what was gonna hit my fancy. And the first thing I picked up is Fruits Basket Volume 1 by Natsuka Takaya. And I, as you can tell, have not continued. I gave it a freaking shot, and it just doesn't seem to be for me. But a lot of people said that I need to watch the anime and then come back to the manga. So I'm gonna hold on to this because it is like such a fan favorite, and I don't want to get rid of it before giving it like a full shot. But this was my first attempt at manga. Oh, sorry, this is not my first attempt at manga ever. I just mean like in the last couple weeks, because I did read a lot of manga when I was in high school, but I haven't since. So now I'm trying to dive back into that. But I bought volumes 1 through 4 of Attack on Titan. I've already read all of them. And this is one where I think that, well, I don't just think, a lot of people that I work with told me the anime is a lot better. So while I really enjoyed this, I'm planning on, instead of continuing with the manga series, I'm planning on watching the anime. And then there was a moment where I went to Barnes & Noble and was like, let's just spend money, okay? Because when I was going to half price books, I wasn't finding what I wanted to find, okay? So I picked up Jujutsu Kaisen because a guy I work with said that I would love this. He thinks it's amazing. And I bought the first volume and I absolutely loved it. So I ended up buying volumes 2 through 5 online, and that's part of the order that I got. So hopefully those are gonna come in soon. But I really enjoyed this and I'm just obsessed with this cover. Like, what a freaking weirdo. But 2 other things that I ended up picking up because of Jordaline at Barnes & Noble is volume 1 and 2 of Blood on the Tracks. They're upside down, okay. These covers are just so creepy and eerie, but stunning at the same time. And I'll tell you that I read volumes 1 through 3 like 2 years ago, I think. And I gave them all 2 stars because I thought it was boring. And Jordaline was like, what are you talking about? This is like one of the most highly acclaimed mangas of all time. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll read it again. And I read it again and listen, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. I'm not wrong, but she's not wrong. What I didn't like about them the first time I read them is that I felt like nothing happened, where when I read them again, I'm like, no, there is stuff happening. It's just that it's very slow. It's like horror, creepy. Like, it's just unsettling as shit. But for me, as someone who like needs action, it did fall a little short for me, but the art style is stunning. It is stunning. Oh my God. It's like, he doesn't even need to say anything to set the tone, but I just wish he was saying stuff because I wanted to move faster. But I am I'm planning on continuing with this series. I think it's like up to volume 11 is out now, and I'm assuming it'll wrap up soon. But the last thing that I got at Barnes & Noble and the last manga that I have to show is Blue Flag. So this was another recommendation from Jordaline, and I went to Barnes & Noble during their they had an end cap for Pride in mangas and in graphic novels, and this one was not even one of the ones that was on display, but I picked it up, and when I was flipping through it, I was like, this just looks like the moment. And when I read it, let me tell you, this is Heartstopper. If you like Heartstopper, you're gonna love this. I promise you. It's so similar, but like not like a copyright kind of similar, but like a vibes. Like the vibes are so Heartstopper. It's so cute. So definitely recommend this one. And now I'm going to show you the graphic novels that I've picked up recently. Okay, these first 3, I don't think are graphic novels. I think they're just considered comics, but y'all let me know down below. And that is volumes 1 and 2 of Persepolis. Now I read volume 1. I'm gonna be parting ways with this one. I bought them. Listen, this girl's story is absolutely stunning, but I just didn't like this art style. I didn't like this art style, and I just was like really bored, even though I feel bad saying that. Like, these are national bestsellers, people love them, but I found it boring. I'm sorry, but I really did. And then the other one, which I was surprised at how much I enjoyed, is Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Jamni Sun. And this is like so simple. There's like barely any words on these pages, but it's so cute. It's so heartwarming, but it's also heartbreaking. Like, it reads more like poetry than it does a comic book, but it's really cute. I know I do not suggest buying this at full price because, again, there's barely any words on the pages, but it's really cute. If you can just even like read it on Kindle, there's just so many moments that I tabbed where I was like, okay, wait, actually, I want to read you a quote. Okay. A friend is anyone or anything who shares a life with you that you would never be able to experience without them. And it's him in a tree. Like, it's so cute. Now for the serious graphic novel moment where I went to the Book Nook and just went ham. I was like, I want to feel alive. I want to feel like tell me what to buy, okay? So I picked up the entire compendium of Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chiang. I think Matt Wilson, what did he also work on? Wasn't Hawkeye, was it? What did he also work on? I don't know. Anyway, this is the complete version, and I'm gonna tell you that I DNF'd this. I bought the whole thing, and I DNF'd it because this girl right here, Mac, the shit she says is just not okay. It's not okay. Like, she called somebody an AIDS patient in the first couple pages, and I was like, are we just gonna walk by and act like you didn't just say what you just fucking said? With all these people out there loving this book, I was like, I don't know. And also, it's very sci-fi, and like, I just didn't understand. I got 3 3 out of the 6 volumes in, and I just DNF'd it. But if you do like this, I would definitely suggest this compendium because one, it's stunning, but like it all fits together so well, and it's really not that heavy. So the art style is stunning. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just I didn't understand a single goddamn thing that was going on and ended up DNFing it, unfortunately. And then I picked up the compendium for Saga. So this is volumes 1 through 9, and this is by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Now, I read the first 5 volumes of this years ago because they went on like a 3-year hiatus, which that's why I'm so afraid of reading graphic novels and mangas, because I'm like, what if they do something like that and I have to wait 3 years for the next chapter? I can't handle it. Like, I don't even like reading book series unless they're complete. But anyway, I read the first 5 volumes and absolutely adored it, and then ended up getting rid of it in the first unhaul I ever did on this channel because I was just like, they're expensive. Like, I don't know if I want to keep collecting it. And then I went out and bought the full 9-volume set. Anyway, this I used to really love. I don't know if I'm in this moment right now. Like, I don't know if I'm in this like sci-fi fantasy moment, but I'm planning on giving this a shot because volume 10, they're finally coming back from their long as fuck hiatus. So volume 10 is going to come out soon. And part of me wants to read this and then pick up volume 10, but honestly, I can't tell you what the future holds. If you want a representation of how unhinged I was in that bookstore, hi, I bought volumes 1 through 9 of The Wicked and the Divine because the guy there, I was going to buy the first 3 because I've read the first 3 back when I did an unhaul. I unhauled them because I was like, the same reason I unhauled Saga, even though I really enjoyed them. And the guy was like, oh, well, you know, the 9th one just came out. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, so it's done now. I was like, it's complete? I'll take them all. Are you kidding me? So The Wicked and the Divine, I had really loved these a long time ago, and I don't know how it ends. I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I was like, well, shit, we might as well just buy the whole damn series and just go to town, right? Y'all let me know if you loved this or if I made a terrible decision. Oh, hold up. Let's talk about Unhinged again. So at the same bookstore, this girl walked up and she was reading, or she was holding Ninth House, and I was like, oh, that's a good book. It's slow, but it's really good. And then she grabbed this and went, this is really good if you haven't read it. I was like, okay, yeah, I've heard like people want me to read that series, you know, blah, blah, blah. Her boyfriend walked up and was like, oh my God, I'm on the 3rd book right now and I love it. What? I was cashing out at the time when she walked up, and I told the guy cashing me out, I said, I'll take it. And he just rings this up. And I said, no, I'll take them all. Let me show you. This guy was like, are you kidding me right now? No, I'm not kidding, sir. Have you seen gas prices? I don't want to have to come back here for the next book, okay? Look at this. So we have Throne of Glass, The Assassin's Blade, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. And this is the way, I think Assassin's Blade is the novella thing that comes before Throne of Glass, but I actually, on the Audible sale, I bought the entire series on audio, so I'm definitely going to be reading these, hopefully in August. That's my plan, but literally Olivia has been screaming, and so has Erin, has been screaming at me to read these, and I bought them physically because I was like, if I don't, I'm gonna forget that I need to read them, and I'm gonna tell myself I can put it off. But if all of these are on my TBR, it has to get done. Okay, now I'm gonna show you some books that I have been so lovingly sent to me recently. The first of which being Battle Royale by Kashun Takemi, and I'm currently reading it, as you can tell. I love this edition so much. It's just so pretty, and like, it's a pretty floppy paperback, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the remastered edition, so there's a translated edition, and then there's a remastered where it's been like, not double translated, but it's been retranslated to make it more easily read by Americans, and like the jargon more English oriented. I don't know, but this did not come with a note on who sent it, so whoever you are, thank you so much. And then I have Just Like Mother by Anne Heltzel. Listen, this is a book I would not just suggest to people. Okay, it is like a family horror, you know? It's a cult. It's about motherhood. It is creepy as shit. It's very unsettling, and I fucking loved it. But if you don't like it, I didn't say anything, you know? Here's one on the TBR. Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. I am so excited to read this. Like, this has so many amazing reviews, and I've just heard so much, like, fantastic things about it. It's not too long, and Aaron was like, please, like, don't listen to the audio. Please read this physically. It's so good, and it's really gonna, like, just rejuvenate you. It's gonna reinvigorate you. You're just gonna feel so happy reading it, and, like, that's what I need right now. Listen, what I need right now is this Shrek coffee shop AU. Like, tell me this is not serving Shrek in a Starbucks. Cause it is. Revelator by Daryl Gregory. Now, I have never heard of this book, but I actually just recently saw it in the horror section at Barnes & Noble and was like, it's a horror? This was sent to me, and, like, I can just tell that whoever sent this to me, like, they know me. They know me. I was like, this cover's stunning, and then you're telling me that it's a horror? Like, it's a story. Wait. Oh my God, stop. Wait. Stella wanders into a dark cavern where she encounters the family's personal god, an entity known as the Ghost Daddy. This book is already 5 stars. And then, just in time for Summerween, the amazing Amy, or Tainted Crimson, as she is known on every platform, sent me these 2 books. She sent me The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson and Salem's Lot by Stephen King. And I love these editions so much. Like, do you see how stunning this is? But it's also got black sprayed edges. Sorry. Her note is sticking out there, but it just looks so pretty, and I really hope to love this because I want this facing out of my bookshelf so freaking bad. And then Salem's Lot, she was like, oh, this is a Dracula fan fiction, and I was like, bitch, say less. And, like, look how floppy it is. Like, are you kidding me? This is stunning, and I'm so, oh my God, look, it's like literally feels like freaking butter. It's like liquid. It's so, Amy is just that bitch, you know? A book I just recently read and absolutely adored and solidified this author as a favorite is Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. I loved this book. I freaking loved it. Actually, let me just give you the moment. This is from Kaz. Are you kidding me? This is stunning. It's so beautiful. Now, I will say, this is not like, well, every book she writes is so different from all her past stuff, but this is like a fairy tale, and that's not normally my thing. But T. Kingfisher is just that bitch. Like, she is so weird. She's so weird. Like, what is wrong with her? I'm obsessed. Like, I feel like if you like Shauna Maguire, you'll probably like T. Kingfisher. And this one, hot damn. This next one is so weird and random, but, like, I can't imagine finding this in a store and just being like, I have a hidden gem in my midst. And it's You Are Asexual by A.C. Evermore, which is clearly a pen name because it's Ace, you know, AC Evermore. Anyway, it says, you didn't choose your identity, but you can choose what happens here. 29 different endings. This was sent to me by Bailey, and it's so interesting. Like, so basically, like, you'll read a page, it says, turn to page 7. And then you go to page 7, and it says, if you try to escape now, turn to page 124. If you wait a bit longer, turn to page 90. And there's 29 different ways that the book can end, and you can go in so many different directions. It's a choose your own adventure. And I had so much fun reading this. Like, am I telling you that it's a great book? Am I telling you that it's like 5 stars? No. But, like, this is a book that you would take with you, like, camping, or, like, just in a lodge somewhere, or you're, like, on the train for a long time and you just want a fucking fun, good time. Like, I love that. And I love that it was entirely based around asexuality. And there's so many different endings. Like, some of them are incredibly uplifting. Some of them are, like, righteous. Some of them are devastating, like, just sad and all of that. Like, just morose. But I really enjoyed this. And I'm so glad that Bailey sent it to me because I would never have heard of this book without her help. This next book, I swear to God, not only the title and the cover and the summary are all like, me, bitch. Me. Like, The End of Men by Christina Sweeney Baird. Only men carry the virus. The end of men. Only women can save us. Are you kidding? It's already 5 stars. It's already 5 stars. Like, I haven't heard the best things about this book, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have such a good time reading this. Like, I can't wait. And, like, it's a pretty big book, but, oh, wait, one of the characters' names is Catherine? But it's with a C. Can't win them all. Let me pause you for a moment and actually tell you what this book is about because I'm stunned. So it's supposed to be in Glasgow 2025, and it's after COVID has, like, you know, eradicated a bunch of people. And basically you're following this doctor, and she is taking care of this young man with a mild fever, but then within 3 hours he's dead. And then this mysterious illness like sweeps through the hospital and kills like all the men. And it starts going through like all these different countries, and it says, can they find a cure before it's too late? Will this be the story of the end of the world? Or is it its salvation? I am so fucking down. And for the last book that I was so kindly sent, and this is from Megan Ray, is Blood Sugar by Sasha Rothschild. I am so excited to read this. It says she's accused of 4 murders. She's only guilty of 3. Like, what do you mean? And her husband has type 1 diabetes. And I've heard from a couple people that the representation is really good and it's pretty prevalent. And I'm like, it's a female serial killer and her husband has type 1 diabetes and it's well represented. Literally say less. And to end out this part 1 of the haul, I'm going to circle back to some more books that I bought for myself, one of which being The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. Like, 1, this cover is so beautiful. Do I like the size? No, but this is so fucking stunning. I love this. Also, hey. I love this book. I loved it. It's a weirdo. This is so weird and funny and grim and gross. Like, I just loved it. T. Kingfisher is like officially a favorite author of all time. I gave this 5 stars. I'm literally fucking obsessed with this book. It's so good. And also the audiobook is really good. It's stunning, but it is weird. Okay. So if you read it and you're like, what the fuck? I warned you. Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. This cover is giving. It is giving. Literally the second I saw the book, I was like, I need that in my life. I need it. It's huge. Am I going to read this physically? No, I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself. But the audiobook narrator, oh my God, his voice. Stop everything you're doing right now and go listen to the sample of this book because his voice. Whew, Erin, thank you for letting the girl know. So I am planning on picking this up soon, but I had to buy it. I'm so freaking excited. And I've heard that this is like a bunch of kids with like, kind of like X-Men where they all have like their own abilities are like teaming up to like, I don't know, solve a crime? I don't know, but I'm excited for it. And like, honestly, all you had to do was show me the cover and I would have spent my hard-earned money on it. A book I have read and bought only because of the cover is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. Now, I listened to this audiobook and I really enjoyed it, but I need to read it again before The Atlas Paradox because I don't feel like I got everything the first time around. But I was like waiting to get the book to like, until I reread it to see, but I saw this in the store and I was like, absolutely not. This, you're coming on with me, baby. Like, look at, are you kidding me? What? And this is not a special edition. This is just the edition of this book. This is just normal shit. Secrets, betrayal, seduction, power. Welcome to the Alexandrian Society. Like, everything that people say, well, 1, let's talk about how deceiving the length of this book is because that writing is so fucking tiny. It's insane. But then also, it all comes with like, this artistry of all the characters, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed this book. So all the hype for this, in my opinion, is well warranted. Another book I am currently reading is We Can Never Leave This Place by Eric LaRocca. Now, this just came out. I had pre-ordered it. I'm about like, maybe like a third of the way through. And this is another one of those, like, why didn't you just make the book have more pages? Like, why does it have so many words on each page? Like, this feels like a crime. Anyway, I love Eric LaRocca. I gave Things Have Gotten Worse Since We Last Spoke 5 stars, and then I gave You've Lost a Lot of Blood 4 stars, even though it didn't make any goddamn sense. Like, there was no plot, just vibes, but the vibes were right. And I am currently reading this one right now for Summerween. And so far I'm not vibing with it, but I love Eric LaRocca so much that like, I'm gonna keep getting all of his pre-orders. Like, I literally don't care. He is iconic. Another pre-order that I literally don't even care if it's bad, I'm gonna continue to pre-order, is What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. This cover, I want to get this tattooed on my freaking body, but then I don't because it's terrifying, but then also it's exquisite. The fuck? But wait, hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking serious? It's so stunning. It's so fucking stunning. It's stunning. Do I have any idea what this book is about? No. Not a single goddamn. Not a single goddamn do I know. None. And I don't care. But anyway, I'm hoping to love this. And even if I don't, I still love her. So it's all good. Okay, we are down to the last book, and this is yet another anticipated release. One I didn't pre-order, but I did buy it the day it came out, and that is The Pallbearers Club by Paul Tremblay. I haven't heard anybody talk about this book, like in anticipated releases, in like anything. I haven't heard anybody say anything. I'm really excited to read this because I want Paul Tremblay to be a favorite author of all time, but I need this book to be good in order to solidify him in that spot. You guys, That's already 47 books, and I'm not even counting like the volumes that are compendiums as separate. No, I'm counting them as one. So that's 47 books. And I have another 15 that you're about to see. So we're gonna cut to me opening the boxes. I am so excited. Hey everybody, it is only a short amount of time later, but a whole hell of a lot of books later. I bought 50 manga online. And if you saw my Summerween video where literally like almost the entire thing was just me unboxing manga, I was living my best life. Okay, so we're gonna go over all of that, starting with single issues or complete works. So the first complete work, I'm obsessed with the look of this. It's Utsubora by Asumiko Nakamura. And if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, I am truly sorry. It is not for lack of trying, and it is just ignorance. Like, I'm really sorry. But I love this cover so much. Like, for starters, check that out. But then, I'm sorry, there's a glare too. Also, the spine, stunning. Now, I am currently reading this. I'm that far in, so I don't have much farther to go. But this is a complete work, which is why I picked it up. And also, it was on a lot of lists of like best psychological horrors or best psychological thrillers in the manga genre, which you'll kind of notice is a theme throughout things that I picked up. But I don't know. I just love this twin vibe. Like, I'm a Gemini, what can I tell you? And I like a dark story, so I picked this. And the next one, the other complete series that I got, which is nothing like a psychological thriller at all, is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, the complete manga collection by Yoro Samino and Edumi Kirihara. And I've already read this. I read this a couple days ago. 5 stars. Absolutely phenomenal, stunning, beautiful. Oh my God. Like, I picked it up because of the title, because I have type 1 diabetes. And it said the word pancreas in it. And I was like, sure, fam. But this made me cry. This was so good. Like, this is not supposed to be a review, but read this. And Grace and I want to watch the anime. And everybody says it's like in the top 10 like animes that will make you sob your eyes out. And I 1000% believe that. Like, I love this book. This is so good. The next segment is going to be books that I bought the next couple volumes in, or the first couple volumes, but not the entirety of it. The first being Jujutsu Kaisen. So I have book 2, book 3, volume 4, and volume 5. I love these covers, especially this one. Hello? But I read the first one for my reading manga vlog, and I really liked it. And there's a guy that I work with that said he thought I would love it, and that he loves it, and he's up to date. And there are so many volumes of this. So I'm kind of scared to get attached, but I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to reading it, but I'm also very apprehensive because I don't like waiting. Like, I just want them to be complete, but then I also want the author to make money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. And then one that I only bought the first 3 volumes because I wanted to make sure I was gonna love it, is The Promised Neverland. And this is by Keo Shirai and Pasuka Demizu. Definitely mispronouncing that, very sorry. I got the first 3 volumes because I heard that it was complete and that it was really good. And I just found out yesterday from Steph that these are horror, like young adult horror. And I was like, oh my God, bump that up on the TV. Are you freaking kidding me? And I know it's already complete. I heard that the ending kind of leaves a little bit to be desired, but that the overall story is amazing. So I have volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. I'm really hoping to love this because, again, it's a complete series. And then the next one, I only have the first 3 only because those are the only ones available. For no other reason. I don't even care how much they cost. I would have bought them, but they didn't have them available. And that is the black editions of Death Note. I am so excited to read these. Like, I'm so excited. I read the first couple of volumes when I was in high school, and I watched all the TV show. I watched the live action movie, the whole kit and caboodle, and I absolutely loved it. And these black editions are just so stunning. So I have volumes 1. Well, these are the black edition volume 1. Each one is technically 2 volumes. So we have the black edition volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. Look at that. Are those, I kind of want to put them like this. Like, is that not stunning? Like that, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, this is my shit. This is my kind of psychological thriller, psychological horror, like morally gray, messed up, power hungry shit. I'm in love, and I can't wait to get the whole set because I'm going to binge the shit out of this, like you already know. And then a continuation, but no, let's start with this actually. So I got the entirety of what has been released of Blood on the Tracks. I already have the first 2 volumes, and then I believe that the 10th and 11th are not available yet. they're coming out in like August or something like that. I don't know. But I got volume 3. I need to show you all these covers because they're stunning. Hello ceiling. Volume 4. Volume 5. Oh my God, hello. Volume 6. Yeah, just gotta make sure I'm still on track. Volume 7, which, this one, it's fine. But then these two, volume 8. Oh wait, this one's my favorite one. Volume 9. Volume 8 and 9, 5 stars. 5 stars, so freaking good. This is a horror manga. I think I already talked to you about it earlier, but I ended up getting all of them, and I'm so glad I did because it is very slow, but then when you actually like get into the meat of the story, you're so hooked. And the art is stunning. This is the best artwork I've ever seen in a manga, point blank period. And this is one of the few manga where the artwork tells more of a story than the words do, and the artwork is the story. Like the words are really just a bonus, and I'm literally obsessed. Like Shuzo Oshimi is that bitch. And speaking of Shuzo Oshimi, I got his entire collection of, oh my God, these are huge, Flowers of Evil. So I also love these spines, I'm not gonna lie. I have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and the much smaller volume 4. Now this, I have already read this. I actually stayed up until 4 a.m. a couple days ago reading this, and I liked it, but I didn't love it. So I don't know if I'm gonna be holding on to these because they are really large. I mean, I liked it. It is a psychological thriller, and it's about like really messed up teens, and God, how like really emotionally messed up teens and tweens can like, I don't want to say anything. Listen, it's messed up. It's messed up, okay? If you've ever seen the Netflix TV show, The End of the Fucking World, imagine like that, but like as a Japanese, like way more horrifying. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, got these, and then the last set, no, not the last, good Lord, never mind. I've got plenty more to go. I also got, the complete set of Blue Flag. I showed you the first one earlier, but I found out that they were complete at 8 volumes, and I really enjoyed the first one. So I just bit the bullet and bought the whole damn thing. Now I just think this is so cute. I just think these are so sweet. Okay, I was like, I'm seriously about to be scared. I was like, was I showing those out of order? Also, oh my God, the girl on the back of here looks like Kagome. You can't see it, but like, tell me she doesn't look like Kagome. Anyway, I thought these were so cute, and Jordaline said that they are absolutely precious, and I think she's already finished all of them, and she did a buddy read with her friend, and that they just thought it was so sweet. So I'm very looking forward to reading this, and then I only have 2 more sets I need to show you, both of which are a complete set. So the first one, oh good Lord, okay, can you see it? Hi, it's all the complete set of Naoki Urasawa's Monster, and I've read the first 3. Oh, good Lord, this is huge. This is something, these are also perfect editions. These are something that is totally worth the money. Like these cost $20 US, but that's nothing because this is honestly way bigger than a normal volume. And if you just got 1 volume, it's probably gonna be like $14. And this is like easily bigger than 2 volumes because there's so much written on each page. There's so much story in here that you're really getting a hell of a deal. And these feel like bricks. Like they're very well done, well made, and I'm absolutely obsessed with the story. And oh my God, I just now realized that I can lay them all flat. Because like when you lay them flat, they all like put a picture together. This one's upside down, so hello. Oh my God, I'm literally obsessed. Like I need to binge these, but I don't want to read them too quickly because I can definitely see this being like top 3 favorite manga series of all time. So I'm very looking forward to continue with this. And then I have one more thing to show you, and it is absolutely going to be the most difficult thing to show you. Okay, I bought the entirety of Tokyo Ghoul. Do I know what it's about? No. Have I read any of it? Absolutely not. Do I think I'm gonna love it? Oh, 1,000%. 5-star prediction, 5-star prediction. I just think the art of this and the name it looks like it's gonna be up my street. Like, look at that. That's me. This is screaming me Hot Topic in high school. Like, I'm obsessed. And they just feel so good. They're so floppy. I'm so looking forward to absolutely loving this. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be really sad if I don't, but I do truly feel like I will love these books so much. Like, I will. Okay guys, including the 47 books that I hauled last week and the 50 that I just hauled, consumerism is real, all right? That is a total of 97 books that I've hauled in like basically the last 2 weeks. And honestly, I wish I could tell you that I regret it, but I don't. I really don't. I'm having such a good time like reading these, and I would feel bad if I bought all of them and they just sat here and I didn't read them, but I am blowing through them. Like Summerween has really helped me just kick off and like really get to reading again after my absolute horrific slump that I had after reading House of Leaves and watching the show Suits. I was demolished as a human being. But we have hauled 97 books onto this shelf, so you can bet your ass there's going to be a absolutely sweet epic unhaul that's going to be coming soon, because not that I need the space on my shelves, but I need to like let go of the okay and bring in the absolutely amazing. All right, so you can look forward to that. And if you got this far into the video, I was about to say leave a pancreas emoji, but there's absolutely no way there's a pancreas emoji. How about, okay, leave for the flowers of evil, leave a flower and a knife. Leave a flower and a knife. And also let me know what you think of this and if you think I should keep it and reread it to change my mind. All of that being said, if you want to follow me on Patreon, if you want to follow me on Instagram or Goodreads, the links are going to be down below, as well as a subscribe button if you... Are you not subscribed? If you've gotten this far into the video and you're not subscribed, like clearly you love it here and we love having you. So stay a while. Anyway, I hope you're having an amazing day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever it is you're having and whatever part of the world you're having it in. And I will see you in a video coming very soon. Bye.